Okay, so welcome to this class today. Today we're going to start our chapter 1. So chapter 1 indices. Okay, chapter 1 indices is one of the like serious one. Okay, now but of course if I say the word serious, then student might say, wow, teacher, you scare me, so it means quite hard, right? So my answer is no. Okay, you need to know that you are getting better, okay, day by day. Okay, the reason being what? The reason being you are turning adult and more adult, right? So your understanding skill, your application skill, the ability to solve problems becomes like better and better day by day. So yeah, so form 3, if you ask me whether it's like harder or not, of course I will say harder. If you say, hey teacher, form 4 hard, of course I will say hard. If you say, hey teacher, uni hard or not, of course I will say hard. But the thing is, you will grow, right? So your level of understanding is like growing as well. So it's okay for you to handle that. So that's why you don't say that, teacher, my form 2 not that good one. So if you have that kind of like mindset, then different then means gone already. So you don't have, you just have to treat your form 3 like what? Like a new starts to your secondary year. So it will be better for you lah. Now, so anyhow, today we are learning indices one part only. Okay, so what's that one part that I want to show you? Okay, now let me show you like what's the three balls theory that I mentioned here. Okay, now so everyone, can you see I wrote there like three balls theory. Now, so back then, right, when I learned indices in my form 3, okay, so my teacher write all the 9 rules. Okay, can you see I put 9 rules there? Okay, so my teacher write all the 9 rules on the board, and my teacher said this. He said that, hey, this one very easy, so you learn it in your algebraic expression before and most of it. So I just have to explain a few more. Then you try the question, and I will guide you. Gone. Okay, so we can go into the next chapter already. So of course, I remember back then, it's in my chapter 5. So my version is KBSM, it's like Olin. Yours is KSSM. Now, so of course, if you say, hey, teacher, the level same compared to your level, the answer the level is the same. Same level. It's just that we learn in chapter 5, you learn in chapter 1. It's better for you, reason being, you have more months to handle it. Imagine when I learned chapter 5, it's like roughly April. April only we start, now you December, first chapter you already start. So you have more time in preparing your indices, which is the so-called one of the hardest one in your form 3 lah. Okay, so it's a good thing to you. It's a good thing. Okay, so you have more times to prepare, more times to ask question and what. Okay, so I further move down. As you can see, I put here step 1. So we have to understand the 3 balls of indices where I separately design already. Okay, after that, what else we have? Understanding big to small, small to big. So what's the meaning of big to small, small to big? Okay, you will know lah. You will know. Okay, so understanding how to deal with the 3 types of indices question. Now, so some of you might say, teacher, I don't know what is all these indices about, because I haven't shown you yet now. Okay, so I move up, move down, move down. Okay, now I'm going to show you like the general knowledge, and simultaneously I will go into the question and show you a bit. I scared you have a different mindset, or maybe you have this kind of like understanding, you stuck there like what happened to me last time. Okay, let's see. So over here you can see like there is a very big A power M. Okay, A power M. Okay, so everyone, what is A? Okay, what is A? A, you can say it's an unknown, but to be exact in this chapter, we name it as the base. Okay, the base. Okay, sorry, the words. Okay, we name it as the base. Then student might say, teacher, wait. Why so a bit weird, right? Why everything is like alphabets, right? Okay, so back then, because of all these alphabets, right? Okay, I thought all the indices, everything must be alphabets. So that's the wrong mindset lah, because I sort of like I thought everything is like alphabets only. Okay, what? Of course, one of the reasons is because of this general knowledge explanation. Another reason why I have this thought is because of this. This is what happens in your textbook. Okay, your textbook write every single rules, the laws. You see, A power M times A power N equals to A M plus N. I'm not sure whether you still remember. I wrote this back then in your speed time graph. I don't know whether you remember your speed and acceleration, that chapter 9. Okay, Form 2 chapter 9. Okay, so if you remember, thumbs up. Okay, forget, now you do it again. Okay, yes. Okay, now Qiu mentioned, oh my god, so difficult. Slowly, because this is like starting. I have the same feeling, okay, I have the same feeling. So a power m times a power n equals to a m plus n. Okay, now the next thing comes in. You see like plenty of alphabets there. You see alphabets there, alphabets there, everything alphabets, correct? So that's why I say I have this kind of like, wow, teacher. I asked my teacher like, wow, so many alphabets, man. Then now, so everyone, but you have to know, eventually it's because of we don't understand the chapter and we prejudge and say this is very difficult. So I have this kind of mindset, and Form 3 turnout, I flung everything. I mean, as in indices, I flung. The rest of the chapter still okay for me. So this one I flung already. So I just stuck here. And until when I reach Form 4, that's the part where I start to understand indices and and sort of like kind of okay with maths because of my teacher. Because my teacher teach in detail everything. I will tell you a lot of stories about this now. Okay, now so you look at the questions. I flip a few questions and show it to you. It's not everything like alphabets here, alphabet there. Okay, look at one type of the question. You see, everything numbers. You see, no alphabets. Everything numbers, right? Okay, then after that, you see the next type. You see, type 2. Why this one looks like algebraic expressions, but the thing is how we differentiate it. Can you see the power there? There is a negative. Can see the difference or not? Now after that, you see I further bring down to type number 3. It looks a bit like linear equation. There's an equal in the middle, right? So that's why eventually it's not that hard. I need to repeat this a lot of times. Okay, don't judge the chapter before you learn it. Okay, you judge after I teach you. So before I even start the chapter, you judge that this is hard, gone. That's the mindset problem. Your mindset set this chapter as very difficult. Yes, okay, don't judge the book by its cover. So this is only the cover part only, so remember, so I need to teach you everything. Then after that, you're okay with it, then you will know already. Okay. Yeah, 2 students just joined in. Okay, let me tell you, this is December notes, our starting part. So if you don't have the December notes, what happened? You take one piece of paper, then you draw these 3 big circles for me. So today we need to draw we need to write information inside. Okay, so because some of your notes is like still stuck at post-laju, right? So you can take a piece of paper and draw 3 circles. Okay, because 3 ball theory is like, whoa, easy. Okay, there's a reason why I draw the 3 balls. So students that you're watching this video, right? Okay, I need to understand. You need to make sure you go through everything till the end, Okay, you again, I already say, don't judge the chapter because of the starting part of it. Till the end, you will get like, what is this thing? MF. Okay, now, so this is called what? In illusion point of view, it's like you confuse yourself, or in other words, mind fuck. Okay, so you confuse yourself, but in the end, at the end, you will say like, wow, teacher, serious one. At the end, it's actually like this one. So you will know in the end. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you. So just follow me. Okay, follow me, can ready. Okay. Now, so everyone, back to the general knowledge part. Remember, I spent like long time here to explain. Please don't judge. Follow me. Okay. Now, so a power m, a, it's a base. Base can be what? You see, base can be unknown number, right? So I can say, you can write x, you can write 3, it's up to you. And what is the m there? What is the m there? It's not alphabets, okay? It's actually numbers. Okay, it's actually numbers. As you can see, the name there, it's index or maybe power. Index or maybe power. Okay, now so guys, look at the power thing where normally we use this word power, like let's say I put something like 2 power 3. You will say 2 cube, right? If I say 2 power 10, can you see you will read 2 to the power of 10? Can you see you would use the word power? So all these things you would see it before. Then when you come into indices, right? Same thing. Okay, so let's say I put like x square. That's a what? That's a obvious in indices, right? Okay. Now then, of course, you have your 3 power -5, for example. It's okay to get negative for your power. It's fine. Okay, but of course, there's a reason I will show you. Okay. Now, so again, so I make it bigger again, everyone. I highlight what is this? The base. What is the 2? The index. What is the 3? The base. What is the -5? The index. Okay, so one more time, just a quick one. Okay, everyone, if I get you like 3a squared b power -3, for example, everyone, can you tell me how many base are there? I will see a lot of errors on it. Not bad. Okay, not bad. I see correct answers. Okay, I repeat, how many base are there? Okay, how many base are there? Base can be what? Can be number, can be unknown. So we have 1 base, 2 base, and 3 base, correct? Right? So every base, they have index. Nice. Okay, yay, I'm correct. Okay, good. So every base, they have an index. So 3 index is 1, A index is 2, B index is -3. Okay, so far okay, right? Can So I say already, you follow me, I slowly teach you everything. Nice. Okay. Form 3 total, you have 10 chapters. Okay, 10 chapters. Yes. Yes, Vivian, you're correct. Vivian, you're correct. So it's just that I'm talking about this word base, correct? Right? This is the base. Now, so everyone, this is the base. Okay, now I move down and let's start the first part of our indices where Form 2 chapter 9, right? I talked about it before and I spent quite long in explaining as well. So I will do the same thing and give you more example in understanding it. Okay, so trust me, I've been through this before. I've been through a very down, a very down period of don't understand indices and basically give up. But when I come into Form 4, everything is like bright. Whoa, it's like see God already, Okay, now, so yes, Ira, you're right. So if let's say there is no indices indicates on top of the base, right? It means power 1. We cannot say power 0, it's power 1. So let's say I give you something like, I get you a number like 6. Just a 6 there. 6 power 1. Okay, 6 power 1. Okay, can? So everyone, the first ball, if you don't have the book, take a piece of paper, draw the 3 ball. The ball is like this big, roughly my fist. Okay, my fist size. Okay, guys, now start. So the first ball, there is a total of 4 rules that I'm going to share with you, everyone. So first rule, number 1. Hey, wait. Okay, can I write in? Okay, wait. Let me charge my Apple Pencil for a while. Sorry, I forgot to charge. Okay, so first rule. So the first ball itself. First rule. Okay, what's the first rule? Okay, nice. Okay, let me write. First rule, we have a power m times a power n equals to a power m plus n. Wow, nice. Everyone, if you didn't go through, you didn't, go through this before with me last time, you might say something like, teacher, what the hell is this? I didn't see it before. Okay, but if you really go into all the things in detail by using examples, okay, my Form 3 teacher, yes, he did explain this, very good. But why I said Form 3, I shut down the whole thing because of another rule. In the end, I'll tell you which one is it, okay? But who helps me? Okay, it's my Form 4 maths teacher. Help me go through like all the indices, and in the end, boom, my indices is like damn good, okay? Now, so number 1, a power n times a power n equals to a power m plus n. Okay, so let me explain in detail on what are the contents. Okay, everyone, as you can see, this is your base and this is your base. And can you see there is power m, there is power n, and there is a times in the middle. And what it says please plus it together. Everyone, now I'm going to tell you the purpose of indices. Okay, student will say, teacher, this one so weird. Now I'm going to tell you the purpose of indices, and when I start the explanation, everything, you will start to appreciate why you learn indices. Okay, the purpose of indices. Okay, I put here the purpose of. Okay, currently in Form 3, okay, the purpose of indices, okay, the purpose of indices is to reduce, and further reduce your algebraic expressions workings so that it reduces your error. Okay, it reduces your errors. Okay, so I write here, the purpose is to reduce, and further reduce your algebraic expression workings so that it reduce your errors. Okay, so that's the purpose. So it's a good thing. It means this thing helps you in handling your math faster, okay, and more accurate. But of course, student will say this thing because back then in my Form 3, right? Okay, back then in my Form 3, okay, I have this kind of feeling. I would say something like, hey, because I sort of like asked my teacher, I say that, teacher, what's the purpose of doing indices? My teacher didn't really explain it until when I reached Form 4, boom, this thing is like mind fuck. I understand every single thing in my Form 4. And that's why I come up with this kind of teaching method. I mean, in indices point, this is what I do. Okay, so now, okay, I already write the first rule there, and now the examples comes in. Okay, the example come in. So example number 1, I'll put it over here, and I will use this word. Okay, I'll use this word. Okay, so the word is like this, and not word, example. Now, so the example is like x power 3 times x power 4, for example. Okay, everyone? By using look at the words that I use, by using the rules on top, the shortcut rules. Okay, everybody, listen carefully. Students that you're watching this video, okay, you're watching this video, be careful, look at the words. Okay, everyone, I will use a highlighter to highlight it. You don't do this. X power 3, everyone. X power 3 is a what? I repeat, okay? X power 3 is a what? Is an unknown. Okay, it's an unknown. So let me circle that. This is an unknown. Can you see I use the word unknowns? X power 4, it's another unknown. Are they the same unknown? The answer is no. They are not the same unknown. Okay? But if you mention X itself, based on this indices chapter, X over here and X over here, look at the words. They are the same base. So I'm going to write it by the side. They are the same base. Everyone, look at the words that I use. They are the same base. B-A-S-E. Okay, B-A-S-E, base. So I repeat, they are different as in unknown. So I don't care about unknowns. Indices is about getting the same base, and you are doing some reduce, further reduce your workings and do it crazily fast. Okay, so that's why I'm teaching you all these shortcuts and explain why this shortcut works. Okay, so shortcut says same base, times what, and then you can plus it. So you take your 3, you take your 4, you plus it, so you get x power 7. Okay, everyone. Student will say, teacher, this is easy lah. Don't say so long lah. Waste my time only. Okay. But anyhow, I need to explain. Okay. The reason being, I believe there are students where you have the same feeling as me last time in Form 3. Back then in Form 3, I have this thought, and I already said, I have a thought of, wow, teacher, all these shortcut rules are why like this one. Okay. I do this, do that. Then in the end, I get this thing, but why? Okay, Marcus, this chapter you can use a calculator, but not every questions, because some questions you have unknowns inside. Okay, but anyhow, if you type everything into your calculator, right? Let's say there's a question where everything is about numbers, just like I did show you, right? You don't have your working marks. So that's one of the problems. Okay, so I will show you how slowly. Okay, now, yes, okay, Cheryu. Now I'm gonna explain why. Okay, why? You see. 3 and 4, you get 7. The reason comes out already. That's why I say I need to explain. Okay, my Form 3 teacher did explain this, but the other one, he didn't explain it. Okay, let me show you. So now I'm going to use a different color. Do you agree x power 3 means x times x times x? This is what you learn in Form 1, right? And then x power 4 means x times, sorry. Okay, iPad's problem, huh? Okay, so x times, x times, x times, x, whoa. And next one, in the middle, there's a times, right? Okay. So guys, you count how many x you have now. There is 3 here, right? There is 4 here, correct? So total you have 7, correct? You get what I mean, Cheru? Okay, get the meaning? Nice, you understand? That's what you see, when we explain the detail, right? The whole thing works. That's why I say, no point memorizing all the rules. We need to understand the in-depth, then who cares about memorizing it when we understand the rules, the laws, okay, the laws. Okay, everyone, next. So this one got done really, correct? Okay, next. Then my teacher said, hey, we have the second rule already, you know, but I did mention that my teacher write everything on the board, right? And why eventually I said my teacher explained, because we are like scratching our head, we don't understand a single thing, then we have been spamming our teacher and say that, teacher, don't get it, can you explain? Okay, no, my teacher explained. Okay, but explain a few only. Okay, then the second comes in already. A power m divided by a power n equals to, whoa, everyone, tell me what you got to do. What you got to do? Yes, you're right. Okay, everybody, good. Okay, 54 students here. Okay, 54 students here. Okay, so everybody, what you got to do? Plus or minus? Okay, so far correct. So far correct, very good. Wait, why somebody say plus or wait? You sure or not? I feel like digging my nose. So you look at this. Now, hey, same base times you plus ma, correct? Same base plus times you plus ma. Same base divide what you do you minus law. And the next one, wow, Tammy, I say I dig my nose, then you come out lah. Okay, now come snap a picture. Wait, okay. Now, so everyone, that student will scratch their head again. Teacher, why? Why divide minus 1? Why? Okay, why? Okay, so I'm going to show you now. Okay, the reason comes out already. Okay, of course, this one my teacher, my Form 3 teacher explained, but still I have to say, this teacher okay. I really like this teacher, Form 3, but this chapter, I off. Okay, this chapter I off. But luckily, my Form 4 advanced teacher helped me and gain that brightness again, like, ping, I understand, okay? So the dot is like suddenly, poof, okay, I understand, okay? So number two, x power, see x power 5 divide by x power 3. Everyone, by using, okay, by the way, I will put SC there as shortcuts, okay? So indices says, by using the shortcut, same base, divide you minus, okay, I minus, so x squared. So everybody, this one is not understands, this one is not understanding part, This part is on, we are following the rules only. So if let's say we are blindly following it, right, we don't understand the idea behind, then you cannot solve the how to say, questions where it goes like very, very deep down. Okay, so now what I do is, I'm going to explain to you why we need to minus it. Why? Okay, so yes, this Form 3 teacher, nice, did explain it, and I like that explanation is like perfect. Okay, so look at the explanation. So when I ask my teacher, my teacher is like, yo, easy lah. Okay lah, I show you lah. Okay, so okay, my teacher show this way. My teacher say that, divide minus ma, correct, right? So then my teacher asked me, hey, Liang Jie, divide, nobody use one. Normally in secondary, what we use instead of divide, we like what when you see a divide? You will change to what? Yes, fraction law, correct, right? You see, student has been replying me, fraction, yeah. Or maybe you reply per, correct, right? So yes, that's why. So x power 5, okay, see, sorry, my iPad pencil. Yes, oh, Hayden, Pro, you still remember, I like it. Thumbs up 200 times to you, okay. Now, so everyone, I'm going to write here like x power 5 divided by x power 3. See that or not? We change the divide to a fraction. Correct, ma? It's not wrong. Correct, Yes, you're right. Then you know that x power 5, x power 5, it will be what? It will be x times x times x times x times x over x times x times x. And then the first idea comes in already, but my teacher didn't explain this part. This one is my Form 4 Maths teacher explain. Okay, this part, the idea, the little ideas that I want to show everybody. Idea number 1. 2 times 3 over 2. Everyone, can cut or not? Can I cut this, and put 3? Can? Come, you try and see. For students that you are watching this video, you let me know as well in the comments. Okay. The answer is yes. You see how, why is it okay? Hey, 2 times 3, 6, right? 6 divided by 2, 3, correct? So that's why we cut, is normal, right? Imagine if I put a plus there. By the way, just a hint to you, there is no plus minus in your indices font 3. I'm talking about this, okay, in your indices, this one and this one, definitely times and divide, no plus minus. Plus minus is where you go at maths. Okay, so our level, easy one. Okay, easy one. You thought plus minus is easier. No, plus minus different level in that method. Okay, so back to this one. 2 plus 3 over 2. Wait. Can you cut the 2 and 2 and put like 3 there? No. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. That wrong. So this one not applicable. So therefore, can you see I'm proving it? This is what my Form 4 Maths teacher taught me. She said that if you want to understand a certain rules, right, you try inserting numbers that you are comfortable with, and then you prove it and see whether it's correct or not. So if let's say you prove it with a few easy examples and you know that, that's actually workable, then you understand the rules already. You get what I mean? Okay, so these are the examples where I used to understand it myself. Then I say that, finally I understand why. That's the reason why we cannot cut. You don't memorize it, you understand. Okay, so you come to this, it's like, this one times, right? So I can cut. So I cut x and x. Wow, nice. You see, I cut x and x. I cut x and x. I left 2 there, right? So my answer will be what? My answer will be, this will be x squared on top, this one over 1. Correct, ma? Same answer, done. Can you see? That's the reason why you minus. Minus is a shortcut. It's not that you see divide, it means minus. No, it's a shortcut. It's a shortcut. The correct reason supposed to be the red color one. But do you want to write that way? Of course, no. Because imagine indices, I give you up to like x power 20. And then beside the x power 20, I give you like y power 35. You go and separate yourself, gila, right? Okay, so no point. Understand? So that's why we use shortcut. Indices is about cutting it short and make the workings like fast, and reduce your error. You know what's the result of reducing error, right? Imagine you repeat like 24 times and then you missed out 1 x. Done. You get it? So that's why I say reduce error. Okay, now, we are not done yet, right? Okay, if let's say you know back then in your chapter 9, these are not done yet. And like what I mentioned before, I thought I understand already, Then my teacher in Form 4 explained the next rule. Okay, the next rule comes in already. Okay, wait, let me explain one info to students first. Teacher, actually what we are doing is plus and minus, but why they want to use times and divide symbol? Jared, the reason, of course, like what I mentioned, basically all the indices laws, right, is the rules. Okay, it's the rules. Okay, they put it there so that you can work it fast. So they can work it fast. That's why I scared students have a mindset of, teacher, why divide then suddenly minus? Why times then you have to plus? If you memorize, you can do it. If you memorize, we can do it. Okay, but the reason is you don't understand, right? So that's why the understanding part is when I write the red color version on. Can you see the red color version? I break it out and I explain how you get the number 7. That's why you understand the reason why you get 7. Then it will explain why you have to plus it. You plus it is because of the shortcut. It's because of the shortcut. Jared, did I explain that? Okay, that's the reason. Okay, as for Xin Yi, right? Xin Yi, idea number one, okay, let me show you. Yes, so it's correct. Idea number one, you see? Can you see I put equals to 3? I put equals to 3 is correct. But the second rule here, you see, I highlight, this one is correct. This one correct. You imagine you take 2 times 3, 6. 6 divided by 2, you get 3, right? You see, you cut the 2 and 2, your answer left 3 there, correct? Then can you see the one at the bottom part? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 divided by 2, suppose you get 2.5. But if I cut, I get 3, this one wrong. Then can you see I put not equals to 3? So that's why the conclusion here is when you get a times divide, simplify it. You see, everything times divide and you can simplify. Okay, did I answer your question, Cindy? Okay, you don't get it, it's fine. Okay, you just let me know that I can explain using another example. Don't worry. Okay, because my job, I already said, my job is to teach as well as to explain. Okay, so the red part and the idea one is different. It's the same. It's the same. You see the red part? Can you see the red part? Over here, it shows times. Times, huh? Then I cut x and x. I cut x and x, x and x. You see, I cut. It's because of the times. That's why we cut. You get what I mean? Nice. Okay, so that's why teacher. What teacher? Students, you have any confusion? Just let me know. Okay, just let me know. Okay, so the next one is Kai Jun, right? Sure. What if the unknown change to a number like 5? Later you will see. I will do another example. Don't worry. Okay, I will do like a few examples to make sure you are okay with the rules. Okay, so next, now just now I said halfway, right? I say that I thought I understand really, Then my teacher comes up with another one. My teacher said, hey, now I'm going to come up with x power 3 divided by x power 5. Then we are like, the whole class are like, senang teacher, use the rule can already because we understand the previous one, the red color example, right? So we tell the teacher, x power negative 2. So my teacher is like, wow, not bad, everybody. You know the answer. Okay. So then my teacher said, wow, pro, you all. Okay, so let's see the next one you understand or not. So my teacher is like challenges, this Form 3 teacher. Okay, I like my Form 3 teacher. It's just that this chapter, the next explanation, I just get stuck. Okay, my teacher didn't explain like properly lah. I didn't hate my teacher, I say already. Okay, I didn't hate my teacher. I like this teacher. He's a very powerful teacher back then in Form 3. Okay, it's just that this chapter I cannot. Then chapter 4, 5, 6, like, whoa, everything good. So then my teacher said, let's change from divide to fraction. Then we change up. Then we draw the line. Then we put the x everything. And then we know that we can simplify. We know that. Then we happily cut off. Then we get stuck like, oh, wait, teacher. We are like stuck there for a while, because we thought same question now. You see, this one and this one divide. This one divide supposed to be fraction normal. Everything is correct. Then suddenly we write the answer out 1 times 1 times 1. You see, 1 times 1 times 1 1. Then x times x squared. Like, oh shit, stuck. I'm not sure whether you have this kind of feeling before lah. When you do maths, you just don't get it. Why? Then you feel like asking, but you scared your teacher say, wow, this kind of thing you don't know. Okay. So then we start. I teach before. Nice. Feng Jie, you still remember. Nice. Okay. Okay. The important thing is if you still remember what I taught you, right? Fantastic. Okay. So it means I'm successful in in conveying the knowledge to you. Very good. Okay. Yes, everyone. Since so we stand there for a while, then suddenly my teacher stands. Yes, Ira, you're right. You're right. I explained it at that time. Okay? It's actually from this chapter, So you pre-learn a lot of things already. Yes, you pre-learn a lot of things already. Yes, Anis, you are right. Correct. Okay. Looks like everybody have the knowledge again? Yes, okay. So let me explain for students that you didn't go through our chapter 9. Okay, so it's okay, man, because I'm here to teach you and to solve your problems. Okay, so since the question is correct, x power 3 divided by x power 5, and it's the same as x power 3 over x power 5, right? Then my teacher stop there, okay, stand in front of the class and happily look at it and say that's the third rule, everyone. That's the third rule. Okay, so my teacher said that since our workings, everything is correct, so therefore indices rule number 3 said you can treat them as equal. Okay, so rule number 3, x power -2 is equals to 1 over x squared. And everyone, idea number 2 comes in. Idea number 2. So for students that you're watching this video, I have to say it again. Okay, take a piece of paper, jot down all the information that I write. Okay, and you can repeatedly watch this video again. Okay, so everyone, you are in my live class. I still have to say it. This video, right, I will convert into YouTube video because this chapter too important already. So instead of like sharing with everybody here, I will make it into YouTube video so everybody get to benefit out of this because indices is one of the chapter that student might get stuck a lot of times. Okay, so I'm going to explain like in detail. Okay, so everyone, this one is like do you agree 8 equals to 8 over 1? Normal, anything divided by 1 is 8. Right not? Wait. Ira, you call me, is it? Oh, never mind, it's okay. Now, so everyone, 5W equals to 5W over 1. Agree or not? Normal, everything is correct. Anything divided by 1, it's still the same answer. Even if I say the finger where I used to dig my nose is equals to the finger that, hey, wait, suddenly no inks, like potong steam. Wait. Apple Pencil, 0%. Walama. Okay, everybody give me like 30 seconds. Oh, Rakesh, you want to take a picture of me digging my nose, is it? You try. Okay, wait. Yes, Cheerio, my part also, like heavy rain. Heavy rain. Everybody, you can hear the heavy rain, is it? Can you hear the heavy rain? Okay. Okay, wait, I believe I got like 2% already. Okay, so everyone, so the finger where I used to dig my nose, is it equals to the finger that I used to dig my nose divided by 1? Same, anything divided by 1 is still the same answer. It's still the same answer. That's why, you see what I do lah. Okay, everyone, agree or not if this one I put x power -2 over 1 is still the same answer? Same, same thing, correct or not? So if I move here, if I put over 1, same or not? Same. So in the end, I use this way to understand. Okay, to sort of like memorize a bit on the shortcuts the shortcuts. So you have to remember this. Your teacher don't like -1. Okay, the schema don't like negative. So if you put negative, teacher say, don't like this one. Okay, so what you're going to do? You're going to tell yourself, if you don't like the negative, you switch it. You switch to another position from up to down, or maybe from down to up. So for example, the switching, okay, not stretching, the switching part. The switching, not stretching. Okay, so the switching part is like this. So A power -2 over B power -2. Remember this example or not? Chapter 9, say it, okay, in your form 2. So everyone, you don't like the negative, so what you do? A square. You don't like the B -2, what you do? B square on top. Got it, everyone? Nice. Steady. If you're okay, put okay. You're not okay, put cross. At least I know. Okay, come. Okay. Meanwhile, I charge my pen for a while. Okay. Can I wait for your reply? I wait 30 seconds. I want to charge my pencil for a while. Can don't want tell me. Okay, let me see. Okay, teacher, for the example you gave just now, how did you minus -2? And Ying Chuan, can you specific a bit? You are talking about which part? The third one or the second one? Let me circle. Is this the part that you are talking about? Ah, okay. So because same base, what you do? Same base shortcut says what? Shortcut says 3 minus 5, -2. Hey, Wenho, you thought this kind of question will come out in your indices? Of course, no. This one explain rules only, Normal indices question, long, at least 5-6 working cents, at least. So we haven't reached that yet. Slowly you will reach that. Okay, but again, I said before, okay, don't treat it as don't judge it first. Okay, after I teach you the whole thing, then only you judge whether this is hard or easy. Okay, so okay, can. So everyone, we try one more time. Okay, this question, right? The previous class is like quite okay with the example. Okay, so let me show you. Let's say I get a 2a power -3, then b4, everyone. Can you tell me if I don't like the negative, what I'm going to do? Okay. Okay, come. I give you like 10 seconds. Tell me, 10 seconds. Not 10 minutes. Sorry, everyone, I will drag a bit. In case you are rushing, you can go first. Okay, I need to explain up to the part that I need to finish it. Okay. Yes. I need more replies. Okay, I'll wait for you. Come. More replies, like. Oh yeah, by the way, for new students, I'm gonna tell you this. In my class, right, you might be curious, like, teacher, why are you talking to yourself? Nobody reply in the chats also, because the chat, everything is private. There is like 200, 300 messages going on here. So the purpose why I turn off the what's it called, the message into not public, okay, to private only, because I want you to reply me without feeling like embarrassed or what, because sometimes you might want to ask question then student might say, teacher, I scared later my friend laugh at me, this kind of question also don't know, that's why I turn it off. Okay, I used to have this kind of feeling so I don't want you to have the same feeling. So just freely ask me only. Okay, of course, like what I mentioned, I won't purposely go and tell you your name. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I start. So answer will be 2B4. Then you switch this over because this one is over 1, right? So you move the A3 below. Yes. Yes. Okay. So everyone, okay, not? Wow, tell me you copy what? Okay, wow. Can, man? I didn't know that. You can see other people's chat, man. Impossible, ma. Okay, so everyone, okay with the third one, right? So I move to the top, and I write the third rules out. Okay. Oh, you say that. That's why I close it. Because if I make it public, right? Anyone reply with the answer, everybody will follow the answer. You thought it's stupid one. Okay, the third one. Okay, so a power -n, the third rule is the same thing just now. It's just that I convert into the indices law. Okay, so this one equals to 1 over a power n. Okay, 1 over a power n. Now, of course, just now I did say that this one is actually over 1, right? So the idea is about switching it. Okay, I repeat, I'm not switching, switching. You switch the top to the bottom. Okay, so student might say this thing, teacher, is it possible if let's say there is negative at the bottom like this one? Possible. I already say switch. So you put 8 over 1. Then the over 1 you can ignore it. The over 1 at the bottom you can ignore because it's the same as a power 8, right? Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, it's just that I remember it this way. That's why the shortcuts actually help me a lot. Okay, Of course, the understanding part is from rule number 2. So this one Lincoln. Okay, this one Lincoln. It explains together. Okay, then the final part comes in already where my teacher didn't explain this. Okay, and this is the part where I shut down when my teacher mentioned it. Okay, wait, there's one student asked me a question, teacher, but what happened when there's not one on top? Enjo, is this the example they are talking about? I come up with the example. Everyone look at this example. Okay, I want to see whether is this the example that Enjo is talking about. Enjo, is this the one? Same like what I wrote just now. Is this the one? You talk. Same thing, same thing. So you just, this one you move to the top, B2. This one you move down, then you get A2. Same thing. So the one is like, let's say there's nothing, then you put one. You get it? Did I answer your question? Okay, good. You got it already. Okay. So remember, your final answer, your teacher don't want the negative one. Your teacher want it to be positive. Positive. I'm talking about indices, everyone. Everything is about indices, your index. Can you see I didn't even change the base before? The base is still remains as X, or maybe like later I will put some numbers there like 5 or what, okay, or 6. Okay, everyone, the last rule, I remember vividly. This thing, right, happens back then in my Form 3, okay? The starting few example is like so good, I understand so well, until this rule number 4. Don't forget we have a total of 9. And because of this, I shut down everything, okay? So my teacher write damn big, it's like, whoa, use a white chalk, write it on that green color blackboard, So it's like A power 0, happily write there and point at us. And don't forget, back then, my syllabus, no calculator, no calculator, but you all have it. So my teacher asked this, and he said that, hey, everyone, what is the answer for this? And then everybody's like scratching head there, and then suddenly a student, right? One of the student, my friend, okay, happily stand up and say 0. My teacher is like burst into laughter, like, come on, no, okay. So my teacher put there, use this like full swing, from back to behind, back to the bottom part is like slash down 1, then pop, use the chalk and put a dot there. The answer is 1. Then we are like, teacher, why? Then my teacher used this, my teacher take out the calculator, is like old version, right? I remember back then is not this version. Back then, my teacher's one is FX5350. I remember that. Because my teacher explained that, wow, then pro, this, other, is that? Because this one is like last time one, okay, 20 years ago. Yeah, Enjo, this one is like damn long ago, damn long ago, okay? The model is like very long already. And so my teacher pressed there, press like, okay, my teacher put like 5 power 0 on the board and type in the calculator and show us, everybody, calculator, you got or not? So back then we don't have, so that's why we are like, wow, teacher calculator, right? So we are like, want to see, So my teacher press like 5 power 0, then happily press like what? Press the equal very hard in front of us, like, poof. Okay? So the teacher show us and say, nah, see, calculator show 1, okay, 1. So we are like, teacher, why? So nobody there to ask, because my teacher is like so happy, it's like so proud, I have a calculator, okay? Then we are like scratching head there, then suddenly, I just cannot tahan. I already tell everybody, I said, in order to improve your maths, what you're going to do? Your face must be thick. Thick as in what? In Chinese, we say 脸皮, you must be whole. Okay? You want to make sure your mathematics improve, you're going to ask, okay? Thick face, you're going to ask whatever things that you don't know, okay? Yes, you're going to know. Yeah, Cher, you got it. Okay? Your face must be thick. You don't feel shame when you ask. Okay? So, I ask. Then when I ask, right, my teacher look at me, is like, hey, I thought I just pressed the calculator and show you all. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I'm like, teacher, but I still don't get it. Okay, but I didn't say this, I say it in my heart, Then I'm like, oh, my teacher is like so happily say that the answer is 1. I I don't want to ask. Then I ask my friend, okay, my friend beside, I say, hey, you know why is it 1 or not? My friend is like, don't know lah. Want to ask teacher or not? I'm like, you sure you want to ask teacher or not? Okay, so we didn't ask her in the end. Okay, so in the end, okay, Ewan, you're talking about the power 0 equals to 1, how to prove, is it? Yes, I'm going to prove it now. Okay, I'm going to prove it now because in the end, my maths teacher proved the whole thing, then everything, pop, the light bulb is like, pop, I understand everything already. So my teacher come out with an example. And this example changed my indices life, okay? So the example is like this. My teacher didn't stop there and straight away come with the example and explains to us, okay? We didn't even ask, you know, okay? Now, x power 5 divided by x power 5, everyone. Can you see I come up with one example? Okay? And you see, everyone, before I do this, right, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say, when my teacher write this, right, my head, some students say, understand already, very nice. Okay, very nice. You see, some of you is like, you are thinking there, you know. Back then, when I see this question, my head is like, a lot of question comes out like, wow, why like this, why like this? So the few questions that comes out, it's, 5 square, it's 5 times 5, 25 lor. 5 power 1 is 5. 5 power 3 is 5 times 5 times 5, 125. Then 5 power 4 is like 625. I know all these things because we don't have a calculator, we need to memorize it. And we know these numbers, you know. Then suddenly my head is like, how about 5 power 0? Why? Why my teacher say 5 power 0 is 1? Why? Then I asked my teacher just stared at me and say, calculator say 1 ma. Calculator say so already. Then you want to judge calculator? You want to judge calculator? No. Or you judge calculator? Or so that's why I didn't ask. So my maths teacher, we didn't even ask. My Form 4 maths teacher straight away explained to us. He says that why is a power 0 1? Is because of this example. Everyone, by using rule number 2, right? Rule number 2, can you see divide, you're going to minus it? 5 minus 5, you get x power 0, correct or not? I didn't explain why is it 1. Then suddenly, this thing pops out. I'm like, my Form 3 teacher talked about this before. He said that, this one divide, nobody use 1. So my MS teacher write the next working and write x power 5 divide by x power 5. Then the whole thing just pop. So everyone, idea number 3 comes out. Okay, idea number 3 comes out. Everyone, what is 5q divided by 5q? Tell me. What is 10 divided by 10? Tell me. What is the finger that I use to dig my nose? Okay, now I use index finger, it's like damn big. Okay, it's 1. Can you see? It's the same thing, you get 1. That's the reason. You by using the same question but different explanation. Sorry, not different explanation, different way of expressing the answer, different way of it's in presenting the workings, but the answer comes out different. Okay, but it's not wrong, right? That's why it proved already. X power 0 equals to 1. It's the same example, but different way of expressing it. Your answer comes out different, but it's correct. That's why x power 0 equals to 1. Okay, so everyone, that's the reason why a power 0 equals to 1. So anything to the power 0 equals to 1. Okay. Can? Okay. CD, let me show you, everyone. Let me show you how to press power 0 in your calculator. Okay, can you see this? Can you find a symbol with a pointer upwards? Okay, with a symbol with a pointer upwards, the symbol is like this. Can you find this? See, you can find that. You press that, then you get it already. Okay, and thank you, Hayden. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, everyone. Hayden says that it's better if I show it this way, so student will get like better understanding. Can you see x power 5? X power 5 is actually this one. Thank you, Hayden. Okay. So after you put it this way, right? Can you see you cut 1 1, cut 1 1, cut 1 1, cut 1 1, cut 1 1. That's why 1 ma. Get it? Okay. Does this working work with other numbers? Of course. Okay, of course. Okay. So everyone, before I stop, I have to remind you again, this is the first part of your indices, the first ball. Next week will be the second ball. If let's say got time, I will do third ball. Hey, don't go first. Oh, so fast, man, wait. Okay, so the first ball, I'm gonna write this very important title. Okay, we name it as the basic to algebraic expression. That's why just now I emphasize that. I teach you in your chapter 9 speed acceleration, okay? Because you need it in your acceleration. That's why just a quick understanding on this third rule. This third rule happens in your form 2 before, it's just that you didn't aware of it. And now if I show you, you are like, oh, I got it because of that. Wait, everyone, remember this or not? Y equals to x power negative 1. This is your form 2 chapter 8 graph of function. Get it? Y equals to x power negative 1 is actually reciprocal of y equals to 1 over x. Get it? It's because of the third rule there. That's why you can change it. And you see that x power negative 2 is actually 1 over x squared. Okay, so that's the two things. And the next very important thing, I believe, you might suddenly say, oh my God, I finally understand. Everyone, remember this km per hour? Km per hour? The per is actually divide. It's a fraction. Can you see that? So can you see I convert to fraction and I throw the h to the top, it becomes this one already? Understand? So that's why indices happens in a lot of chapters. It's just that we didn't aware it. Oh, Iran, go in. Now I know already. Okay. So everybody, I hope today's class helps you a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna see you next week. By the way, just to reply Rakesh a bit. Rakesh, today is December week 1. Okay. That's why we start new chapter already. So next week we're gonna do our second part of the circle. Okay, let me go back to that part. Second part of the circle, the second ball. Then the third ball is about what is big, you make it small. What is small, you make it big. So follow the steps that I mentioned to you. You understand? Okay, so I basically like do everything like in detail. I'm quite confident with indices because that's the part where it helps me in both my maths and maths. This is the chapter that changed my life. Okay. So everyone, bye. Okay, so I'm going to see you next week.
Sure. Yeah.